What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with Texoma RC, and that's Doug and Maximus on the end. Let's go. Starting off, pecker, a loose pecker, dude. It's still ballers. It's still balls, but it is a loose pecker, dude. We need to replace the rubber bands. That's what happens when you run 43s and loose rubber bands, dude. This is not going to work out. And it looks like our trail warriors are greasy. Great tires, need to be washed. A little bit of Dawn soap, a little bit of water, ready to go. So, my bad, dude. That's what happens. You're not ready for comps, dude. This is what happens when you're just playing with buddies, dude. It's the difference between comp and a real, dude. If I was really gonna comp, I would, wash all my tires, dude. Replace all my rubber bands. Make sure to get a couple runs in to make sure that it kind of breaks in a little bit. Know where it's at. Come on, dude. So this is just screwing around in the backyard, dude. Hey, let's run some gates, So great idea. So it's awesome when I show my baddies, like my awesome rigs, and I show them that, they're nothing. It makes me feel great. And then we show the lesser cars and they ball out. And you're like, oh man, dude, it's awesome on one hand and it sucks on the other hand. Like, dude, I put a lot of work into this thing, man. Put a lot of money. You should be balling out. No, it does ball out. If you watch, I think that's kind of the difference between like a really heavy rig and a light rig, is especially with greasy tires. But the heavier rigs, they push around, a little bit and they slide and they're super fun to drive. But with a light rig and super well balanced, I'll show you more, in the upcoming videos. And I'll talk about, there's another couple that will run. You see Craig kills it today. We'll see. Oh, go back and watch that save, dude. I shouldn't have replayed it, but that's okay. We're not going to, dude. So, anyways, man, I'm sure glad you guys are here. We're just going to run gates, dude. That's what we're doing. We're just running freaking gates. That's all we're doing. Gates on the range. And I just hit the gate. I didn't even see it. You can't even see it because I was stressing out, dude. First run of the day, I was stressing out. Gosh, dude. Put so much pressure on myself. Just chill out. Take a breath, dude. It's just fun with the homies, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Here we go. All right, dude. Now don't... Oh, that was a close one. You almost hit the gate, bud. You almost hit the gate. Don't hit the gate. Oh, I got it. Easy money, dude. Let's go, Pecker.
Nice to have
Let's go, Pecker. So, dude, I was just gonna narrate this stuff, and then I started looking at it, and I was like, dude, you gotta chop it up, bro. You gotta zoom. You reach a new level, you can't go back. It's okay once in a while, throw one out there, but dude, come on, man. Oh, train, hold up. Dude, I just pressed play. Now there's another train. These trains are really blowing it, bro. Blowing their freaking horns. Jeez. And I just hit a gate, dude. What the heck? Anyways, dude, I don't know how loud it is. We're going to go with this one. It's a little farther away. Oh my gosh, bro. Jeepers. So we're celebrating. And the horns are actually celebrating 2,000 subs, bro. 2K, what? Reached the goal by 222. We did it. I didn't even push, right? Didn't even push you guys. 2K subs in my first year, bro. We're coming up on my anniversary. I don't even know what the date is. It may be 222. I don't even freaking know, bro. We just keep pushing hard. Like these chops, bro. I could have left it off. Who freaking cares? I care, bro. Texoma RC, dude. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be the best, dude. You got to chop it up. You got to put the work in, dude. You got to make it freaking hurt. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it rolling. Keep it chopping. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, dude. I'm just excited to be here. Freaking late. Great job, Pecker. Okay, so we did have some, I had kind of idea of boundary lines. Again, we haven't run too many comps, so we're working on this, on boundary lines, issues, things like that. Again, I'm not going to run a whole bunch of points, right? That's not the point. The idea is to try, right? The whole idea was to try to stay up there. That was the line, right? So we're not running points. If that means that somebody's just going to run across there and be a cheater, then if that's what it takes for you to win and make you feel good about yourself, then ball out, homie. To me, if that's what it's there, I'm going to do my best. You flip over, then you come back and, you watch my line. I went back around, The whole point was to enter that gate through the deal, not to go around it or someone else.
No problem, dude.
So again, really struggling on that little deal. It's not crazy hard, but it is slippery. And then again, the Trail Warriors just not a great day with the Trail Warriors, dude. So no problem. Chalk it up, dude. Just greasy tires. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Stop making excuses, dude. You should have had them. You should have had them washed. Should have taken care of your stuff. But no, I'm not like Jason RC. Shout out, homie. Dude, the guy like breaks his rigs down. Like even the ones he thought about running, he still cleans those ones. Oh man, I love you, dude. You guys have so many cool rigs. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. But yes, Jason RC, dude, he really, really likes to clean his rigs. He really takes care of them. Me, I just plug them in and drive them and then put them back. And they just keep running, dude. Except for loose rubber bands every once in a while. They just keep trucking. Speaking of, dude, I broke a CVD. I don't know if it's broke. The pin came out, and I kind of pushed it back in, but it was bent. I kept running it anyways, and either it came out or I broke it. I didn't want to look. I was mad at myself for I could have just put it up, dude, and just fixed it when I got home, and I could have just broke it. So now I got to order CVDs. Shout out to Mofo, dude. Been meaning to put an order in forever. But you know what? Funds are short when you're trying to start a business, guy. Shout out, by the way, these are Slayers, dude. Freaking buy a Slayer. Slayer chassis, dude. Etsy.com, Texoma RC. You know what I'm saying? Check you out a Slayer.
Freaking punk,
Pretty
dude.
cool.
But you're like,
oh my gosh, dude.
Point,
so I love the SX24.
You're not supposed to go to that.
To me, like, you could put a bunch of money on it, like Pecker. You could really ball it out. You could even go with aluminum axles. I'll show that off. From the RC 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, whichever one it is, dude. We ran that today, Craig and I. But enough about that for now. That's run one down, Pecker. Looking good for the camera, buddy. All right, here we go, Jojo. As you can see right there, we got a loose wheel. Something's effed up, not working, dude. Don't know what it is. We're going to realize that in here in just a second. But I had to put Jojo in here, dude. It couldn't all just be Slayers. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's too bad, Jojo. Better luck next time, bro. Check out, again, being ready for comp, dude. Man, you got to be, even if you just show up to play with buddies, bring rigs that are working. Gosh, look at this shot, though. This is why I had to leave it in here. Look at this. Looks so clean coming through there. I love how the orange pops, dude. Jojo looks so clean, bro. Love it, David. Thanks for coming to play, David. I sure do appreciate it. And by the way, on the 2K subs, I kind of got sidetracked there. I'm super proud of myself. But, dude, thanks to you guys. I'm here because, you guys listen to me rant and just talk about stupid crap as I drive silly cars, And sure, they're, it's pretty or whatever, dude. But it's just silly toy cars, right? Like, we hang out and do whatever. But, most importantly, dude, I appreciate you guys hanging out. That's what we do silly cars, bro. But, like, I hope to provide some, a hangout, for guys that don't have a hangout, also for me, I'm hanging out, with you, like, because I need somebody to hang out with, I guess, apparently, I don't know. No, dude, I got too much energy and I burn, like, normal people out, so even my wife, I got to find some way to let this crap out, so it's on YouTube, right, here for you, right, for everybody else, so we got to give some away so we don't burn the people out in our life. Burn them out, just burn a little too hot sometimes, that's what happens. But it's okay, dude. But that means that you guys get to sit here and listen to me, and now that means we got 2,000 subs, right? Like, what? So anyways, thanks to you guys. I sure do appreciate you being here. Now, the car that's on the rocks, this is again David. He's swapped rigs. This is a Caged Slayer Basic Patriot stock swap C10 with V1 electronics, all stock with Trio wheels and Patagonia tires, right? That's it. That's all that it is. So it's a stock rig with Trio wheels and Patagonias. Minus the servo. The servo is a shift servo from the FCX 24. That's what it is. It's shift servo, FCX 24. So that's all it is, dude. Super duper 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 cheap build, right? Easily could win this comp, right? Easily could win this comp. So David has not driven this car, has no idea how this car drives, and I can call this one a car because it's really like a car or a buggy, really, you know. But cars are kind of like buggies, or buggies are kind of like cars, either way. So, anyways, these Patagonias, maybe they're greasy also, so maybe they're not super slip or super grippy. But I put the Hyraxes on, and they were awesome, dude. Check out Sammy Boswell, by the way. I ended up giving this car to him. I had two ideas. Oh, I had an idea. So I was gonna do a giveaway. Craig said, "Hey, why don't you give this car away?" And I was like, "Sweet." So like, because it was actually his. I built it from a car from him, and it was all his parts, you know. So thanks to Craig, I gave it away. And so, but anyway, so I was gonna give it away, and I was like, okay, last two freaking giveaways, dude. Went to freaking Australia. I don't want to pay to send this thing to Australia, dude. It's just gonna happen. I'm like, okay, so what can I do? I want to do something cool, give it away to somebody. I'm like, okay, dude. So I came up with an idea. I was gonna find a brand new YouTube channel, right? Somebody that has just they just got their first SCX 24, most likely, and you know, they lost their mind, right? They lost their mind, they, you know, whatever, and they end up starting a YouTube channel, right? So I looked recent videos, found a perfect candidate, right? It was a dude. He had two Gladiators. One was his son. He was just getting his foam course done. It was still probably even expanding in places. He was he had him painted. First video, right? Like 2 hours posted. And I was so pumped, dude. I was like, bro, been there. And I watched so many videos, so many people, so many of the starts of just what he's doing, right? And it was just great. And I was like, so I left him a comment about his video. That got posted. Then I told him why I was there, to give him this car, dude. Told him a little story, who I was looking for, all these things. No response. Another comment, no response. Not even posted. My comment wasn't even there. 3 comments, dude. No. I was gonna give him this car and then more chassis, right? So he could build other things with his son. Show it off. I didn't even care about the YouTube. I was gonna make a video of it and just let him do what he wanted. Do, you know, whatever. Jeez. No response. So I was like, okay, dude. Found another guy. A little bit more ahead. But it was like a whole family, right? Like a whole group, and they had all this cool stuff going on already. Sharing on YouTube, super excited, but still, again, really early in the game, just has a whole family that's early in the game. You're like, wow, how rad is that? I was like, dude, I give this to them, and then give them everybody cages or everybody slayers, whatever. You know, everybody build their own. No response, dude. I'm like, what a terrible idea this was. So Sammy Boswell came into town, and so I went ahead. I put a Mofo. Gee whiz, can you talk, bro? I put a Mofo Torque Beast 030 in this build with the V1 electronics. Continue shaking it, David. That's great, dude. Shaky.
He's a little bit more.
Shaky, dude. We cleared it though. Finally cleared it. So we put a Mofo 030 Torque Beast in there, and it's super duper smooth now. And we put the Hyraxes on, and oh my gosh, bro, that rig is savage. So I guess Sammy already put +4s on the front, and man, just right there, to me, I don't know that you need any more. It's just so good. And maybe you could do better electronics, but you know, if anything, I wouldn't put a brush system or a Furatech. Dude, the Hobby Plus FMS and V2 electronics are all super good. You know, again, put a 030 Torque Beast, or you know, the Hobby Plus 050 is just awesome. You know, so, dude, there's really cheap options that I'm really trying to bring to you guys. I will try to get this all consolidated so everybody can see it, so we can build, you know, super awesome performing rigs on the cheap, man. That way we can have more of them. And, you know, you'll find, I'm finding, dude, you don't have, it's not better. Although it looks, you know, flexier, sexier, and does whatever, it's not actually going to slay gates better, bro. It's just crazy to me. You know, obviously today, you know, I had the Trail Warriors in their Greasy. And these Patagonias are Greasy, you know, so, but it's still, you know, they're a good tire, but I don't know if this is the best. They're just better tires, man. I think the Hyraxes are a better tire for the size. And speaking of Hyraxes and just the size of whatever, the Proline tires, all of them, amazing. More on that to come, dude. We'll talk about them when they're actually on the channel. How about that? On the video. Let's go. So David's getting a little frustrated, dude. New rig, dude. Totally new. This thing is totally capable of doing it, but just like, I mean, it's a totally new rig, dude. Like, you know, when you drive a new rig, it's not the easiest. So come on. And this is really hard, by the way. This section is really hard. You really had to put it in the exact right place, and it will go, but if you don't, then it won't. So pretty simple.
If you miss it,
Pretty simple. Just got to find the grip. And so obviously I've spent plenty of time out here and know the lines on where it's supposed to go. And it's still sometimes hard.
Nice.
There we go. That was a nice push up. That was a super steep angle out there like that. Let's go, buddy. Push up. Just need to turn left. Just need to turn left. Come on. Keep on. If you would turn left, you would have caught that ledge up there. He's not used to going this way. We usually stay on the other side. Yeah.
There it is. Go.
But if you just turn left, there's a lip right there. You can just run your tire down and it grips no problem. Stays right on top. Don't belly out. Pretty rad. The only problem is it puts your rear end out. And then now he fell into a terrible spot. Dadgummit. Get it again. Can't do anything at this point. Can't back up. It's not going to save it. You might just fall off.
It's just going to get worse and worse.
Okay. Dadgummit, dude. Looking sexy, though, dude. Great job, buddy. Now, I think this is the run of the day. Let's look. Let's watch and see if he gets any gates. So in this one, he's obviously running an HF RC Servo. He's got Endura axles. So now this is now a pretty premium build. It's not like crazy. He's still fairly lightweight, but that's a pretty primo build, right? So we have aluminum axles. We have overdrive, which they're not crazy price, but it was like $75 or something. I don't know what the axles are. So, but and then you got $50 in a servo. I don't know, whatever. It looks like he's just running the because those are +4. So now he's running the Mofo Mofo DDPs with 3 mil brass in the front and rear. That's probably all he's running. I believe he's running PureTech on 2S. I think that's what he's got in there. I don't think it's 3S. Endura Pro. So this is a pretty good build. This is like Pecker, basically, you know, with Endura axles. So very nice. And if you're going to run pins on a shorty, this is how Craig just demonstrated how to do it. You got to keep it low, slammed low. You got to keep it wide, and you have to have your weight absolutely primo. So he was looking to try to sideline that, and it's absolutely possible. It's just really hard, dude. But this right here is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, dude. Like, you don't understand how hard that is. Like, there's not many, I mean, both in your rig and driver, you have to be just perfect, right? Like, and, you know, he pulled it off. Demonstrated, putting on a clinic. That's 2 gates clean. Great job, freaking Craig, bro. Super proud of you, bro. Dude, you're doing awesome. Skills, building skills, driver skills. Homie got skills, bro. So he also loves to show off too. Like, I love it. Because this is not the easy line, but he wanted to try it, dude. He wanted to try it. It's like, well, we're running Slayers, and might as well show them off.
Might as well just take the hard line.
Great attitude, bro. That's why we're here, and that's why we probably aren't the best at actually comping, because it's way more fun to show off and see what you can do. It doesn't always work out, dude. Sometimes it does, and it's freaking rad. So this is pretty good. He got a lucky slide right there. Just perfect. The brand new pins out of the pack, not washed or anything. Brand new.
Nice line. Wow.
Looking good, dude. Great job. Here we go. That's 3 gates clean, Craig.
Great job.
Great job, buddy.
That was savage, guys.
Killing it, my guy. Thing looks so good. By the way, that was the original. That was the original color scheme, how I was going to do the patriotic pecker. And it was really cool that Craig did it without me telling him. And so, because I do provide a lot of times, I'll throw that in there when I do have extra parts or whatever. I had a lot of spares, and, you know, things that I was calling extras. You know, so I threw a lot of that in there. And, you know, I may still do that so that you can decide where you want the red and white parts. Actually, I will do that. So you will get a red and a white cage, a roof, you know, so that you can run it how you want, you know. But this is how I think that it looks the absolute best. But I didn't want to do it because I thought that the white would actually, you know, would show, get a lot dirtier and whatever. And I figured the red would probably hold up better as far as the way that it looked. So I kept the red on top and kept just the white rails or cage. So, but I think that personally, I think that looks the best. So, and it was just really cool that we're getting, there's your first gate, Craigie. Or did you get the last one? I just started talking. So maybe that's two. I don't know. I don't remember if you cleaned the last one. Oh, well, dude. It's not really a big deal, dude. You're awesome anyway. And that is a killer build, dude. Killer build. Slayer all the way. Oh, Craig, we're falling apart, dude. We're falling apart. But, again, look at this. Watch this stability. It doesn't matter how stable you are, though, if we're going to hit all the gates, Craig. Come on, buddy.
You got that clean. Yep.
Still, though. Look at that, dude. Come on. I think you had it, dude. I think you could have just pushed forward. It would have tipped, and then it would come back down the other side. I think you would have had that if you pushed. But again, he didn't know the rig. These things are all brand new to us, you know, like, I mean, you're not new to me, but at the same time, I keep building new versions. Check out the CR18Ps coming soon, bro. I've been kind of postponing, holding off, dude, waiting for Calvin, bro. Like, I know that he's coming back with something, and I don't know what it is, you know, so I don't want to, you know, shout it out and blow whatever he's doing, you know, but I know that he's going to come back with something, or else he would have responded. So we're going to do something cool, I promise, dude. And even if it's just buying the CR18P Builders Edition, they're $130. They come with wheel weights and the steel gears already in the transmission. And so, dude, you just build a Slayer straight from the box. You got a spare van body right now. They come in the Trail Hunter and the Cheyenne or whatever the truck is, or something like that. I remember. Doing great, Craig. Come on, you got this. And then what, she's going to push up? Does he make the push up? Absolutely, dude. Overdrive, killing. Oh, I just missed it. He needed to turn a little earlier. Right through there, and he would have made it. But now his rear end is in a bad spot. So, one of those things, it's again a timing issue and being right on the right spot. So now he's going to have to turn and go out the other side because his rear end is way too far driver. If he would have left it hanging out, he could have walked straight up and went right up through that gate, but he just missed the left turn. It was just a little too late. There's a crack that you run your tire in. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. And you just pull right up, dude, and make it look pretty. Come on, dude. I think you got 2 gates, maybe. 2, maybe 3 gates. You can do this, dude. Oh, we're going to call it clean. You didn't hit it. He's going to go for that. That's a little, isn't it? About the rebo. So again, rules, dude. Rules of Texoma style comps are going to be, it's just gates. That's all it is. How many gates you clean and the time, right? That's all that it is. Gates and time. There's nothing else. Your flip overs need to be sideways or to the last clean gate. If you hit the gate, you can't go back to it. You got to go back to a clean gate or just flip sideways. So, don't hit it, dude. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We were doing so good. You killed it on the front half. Don't fall apart on me now, Craigie Poo. Let's go, dude. Another train. Dadgummit, stop. All right, here we go, buddy. You got this. Dadgummit. That's 3. That is 3. While I was waiting for the train, I went back and looked. He had 2 gates. He cleaned the one that I missed. Great job, dude. And he can push up on the outside. Nope. Gosh, you missed it. You got to be too far. You're too far left. You got to be more to the passenger. Got to hook your right tire, push up. As it starts to push up, turn left, and then you go straight up there. But then you have to turn left if you don't, dude. It's a joke. Go left, dude. Go left. You'll see. Come on, dude. So you just pushed too far with this. You need to turn it up earlier, and it goes right up. It doesn't look like you could do it, and it looks savage, but the Slayers handle it no problem, dude. And he's got these pins that are killing it right now. Come on, dude. You got 3 gates. You can do this, bro. Finish clean. Don't let it fall. Don't let it fall. Come on. You let this fall in here. I think you do. Dadgummit. He's gonna be
You
4.
got this saved, Craig. I'm not gonna tell you not
Yep.
to save it. You got the save.
Yep, 4. Dadgum, great job.
Your guy.
Beautiful rig, dude. We're gonna work
Alright,
on
dude,
it. We're gonna work on comping, dude. We'll work on gates. Dadgum it, motherfucker.
Downhill.
All right, here we go, Doug.
Downhill.
Hopefully the trains are gone. Let's do it, dude. Okay, so I tried to do the push-up earlier. I couldn't do it. I actually just restarted, dude. Not very fair comping, but that's okay, dude. I had to hit a restart. I was getting really frustrated. So the biggest thing that was frustrating me with Doug, other than, again, greasy tires, I should have washed my tires, is the setting on the Furatech. And by the way, before I get to it, this is the second time this week that somebody said it. If you didn't know, you can plug your brushed motor into the back of the Furatech, right? It plugs right in. Pick a side, it doesn't matter. If it goes backwards, plug it in the other side, or you could just go in the app and flip your motor around and it'll go the other way. No big deal, dude. So yeah, you just plug it in. It fits in there. Yes, there's 3 plugs on the back, and yes, there's a right adapter. But it fits in there just perfect. The little tab still fits in the slot. It doesn't ruin anything. It fits, bro. So I had someone show it to me earlier, and I was like, yeah, bro, I guess I failed you as a YouTuber, influencer. I've been doing it, run it this way the whole time. And I just thought that just everybody should know that. Like, my bad, bro. I should have told you. Gosh, dude. I knew it's my bad, dude. But yeah, dude, you just plug it right in there. Okay, so my problem is that I've been running all these brushed cars, brushed rigs, and even with Maximus, but Maximus is toned down with the Nano Beast. And so, but in here we're running S&P on the FCX 24 axles. And obviously, if you know what that is, that's really spicy. And so, but I just killed the gate. I got tired of it. That's where I got upset in the last one. I had to restart because there is a way in there and I can really do it, but I was too wide for any of the ways that in there, and so it just killed it, dude. Just the way Doug hits that gate was terrible. Nice flip over, dude. Getting frustrated though. Slippy tires and fast, isn't a good thing. Not a good thing. So, but anyways, like I was saying, dude, on the setting on the Furatech, I just turned it down. I lengthened out the bottom in my throttle, right, in the throttle settings, or on the curve, right, so you can move the curve. So on my first one, on the slow crawl, I just pushed that out farther and made it kind of more, instead of being more linear like I normally would have it, and having a nice snappy bottom end, especially on the brushed motors. I pushed that out, and it really helped me. So it was just twitchy on the transition between the slow crawl and the mid crawl. And also in the mid crawl, it does stutter. There's a point where it would stutter and roll back, and so like it goes really slow, and then I get bored, or I start to pressure myself because I'm filming, I guess, what it is. And so then I try to go a little bit more, and it would just jump too fast, too far, and like it just really drove me nuts. And between that and a little bit greasy tires, dude, Doug just really bothered me. Like right there, just slid right down into it, killing it, dude. Killing it, dude. We're still on wheels though. Still on wheels, buddy.
Just the basics.
But it's just like I said earlier. So cleaning your tires is a huge deal. Coming into play on the range anywhere, but especially on the range. It's just all about tire grip basically. Tire grip and side hill, dude. You got to be able to tire grip and side hill. If you can't do that, the range is going to be a bad day. So this is a fun place to play. You can pretty much always flip it back over. You just might be going the opposite way, or it takes you a few flip overs to get going the right way sometimes. But again, dude, too wide. Or no, I did clean that one. So Doug can clean that gate. Very good. Great job, Doug. We got one. We cleaned one. You're really killing it, dude. Oh, jeez. So, something that I found out this week, and I mentioned it already. I don't know about durability. We're still running them. I've only had them in 4 packs through.
Oh my gosh, dude!
But that was longer than my AGF RC, the little cheap one, lasted. I killed one in the first day when I ran one. But I put one on a build recently for Terry in the last video. If you haven't seen it, check it out on the C10 basic Slayer, dude. It's just a freaking basic Slayer, you know. Just slays all day, dude, basically. So it was a C10 on Gladiator links, which is awesome. Very much like what you see here. Not quite as long. But it was just a really simple, cheap build on trenchers and whatever. So it was great. Great little build. I don't even remember why I'm talking about that crap now.
Freaking Douglas, dude.
Dude, what are you doing? Dude. You know what I'm saying?
Off,
It's super late,
You're kidding
dude.
me, dude. Still haven't hit
Oh, dude, we were talking about the Servo. So the cheap black AGF RC servos. I believe the Hobby Plus servo is better. So see, I got frustrated, dude. Just ripped it. It's just mad. And you're like, gosh, dude, it just keeps jumping into it, and I just pulled the trigger, and just because it just kept jumping too fast.
freaking Douglas.
All it took, dude, was just stretching that out a little bit and making it more of an exponential curve, and that really helped. So I really should have included that run at the end, but it's already a 40-minute video, so you'll see Doug in other videos. So just stay tuned. Let's go, Douglas. So again, you know, when the tires are clean and you put your rear in, like when in practice or like when I cleaned it up, I ran the gate and just pushed right up there and cleaned the second gate, you know, and cleaned gate 9, you know, from 8 to 9, just straight up there. But, you know, greasy tires, can't do it. When you get frustrated, can't do it. Oh, so right now I'm just trying to work my rear end over so that I can come back and do that right there. So I was just, and then I hit the gate. I was so pissed, dude. All that work, dude, showing off how to position on the range, dude, and then just come over and hit the gate. So dumb, dude.
Yeah, there's no question you can
So
climb the rocks,
dumb.
dude. Just can't go through a freaking gate.
Golly. So frustrating when you have your best rigs that they don't perform. But then you just show off the Slayer,
No question
and
you can go through the freaking rocks.
it works, you know? Just put a little money on it, right? Like $200 rigs, $250 rigs, and you can run gates, win gates against anybody, against me with freaking Doug, Maximus, you know, Pecker, all these rigs. You can come play and beat my ass. You know, that's pretty rad, dude. I'm so stoked that I could provide a rig that you could come, not just play, you could come beat me, like if I try to, you know, ball out on you, you know. Good luck and follow the leader. But, you know, but we just going to play gates. You could easily come slay me, bro. Slay me, bro. All right, so this is the last run. David running this one. This is the Gladiator build that I was talking about in one of the iterations as we were just running and trying new stuff. Really like these tires. Really, these are the Endura tires. They're Hyrax tires. They're like 64 by 24. I don't know. They're huge. Really like them. We're running flubs in the front, and the only problem is I think they're probably V4s. It seems like there's a little air gap, and it makes them a little bit like bouncy. So I was just looking at that, and so I'm gonna look and see what I can do and put foams in them and see what I can do to stiffen them up a little bit, because although they really are good, you can see right there the front end bouncing. That's the tire, just because there's like nothing behind the rubber, and it kind of just gives a little bit of chatter. So especially when you're like, you know, trying to throttle up a little bit, they crawl really good, but they do kind of push again because they have the bite or the air gap. So I'm gonna see what I can do to fix that, and but I really like the tires. I put them on the CR18P swap, and it's just freaking phenomenal, dude. Stay tuned for that. So, but again, this is just the Slayer basic, or the basic Slayer. Eventually you will see it with the C10. Oh, you already did. It's in the last video with the C10 body. It's the same rig on the other tires. So we ran it with the Super Swamper, or the Super Swamper wheels, sorry, with the trencher tires. If you didn't know, by the way, the Swamper wheels have a different offset than the Trencher wheels. So I ended up using the Swamper wheels with the Trencher tires for this build, and also used the Hobby Plus wheel weights in the front, the brass wheel weights, and the double foam. So I will have to show you guys how to do that. So just because it's a great way to use from the builder's kit, you get 4 of them. So you can use 2 of them in the front. I wouldn't use all 4, but then use a smaller brass in the back, and it helps with your bias, So they're very heavy, and it's just a cheap, easy way to get a lot of weight if you want a heavy rig. And they come in the pack, so you just put them on a small tire, dude. It worked awesome. And so anyways, how it worked, it went, on the outside you have your tire, then you have your regular foam, and you stick the brass wheel weight in there, and then you stick another foam, and then you stick the plastic insert in on top of that, and then you stick the wheel together, dude. And so that's all crammed into the trenchers, and it works awesome, dude. So good. And because of the huge wheel weights, they're 1.2s, you don't have a huge tire roll, right? So you don't need to have, it's almost having like a dual stage foam. I don't know. It balls out, dude. Killer setup. So we're not quite high enough, just running stock shocks here. This is a super, obviously I think Doug was the only one that cleared it. Obviously Doug's running portals. Doug is the biggest rig out here by far, so he should, that's his one obstacle that he did win on, the only one. Pecker, I don't know if I made it with Pecker. I know I did in the pre-run. I could clear it with Pecker. I don't remember if I did it in my run though. Wasn't the greatest. But if you hit it just perfect at throttle, you could possibly just clear that. But it's just hard, man. Just a really, really, really hard gate. And that's what happens when you come out here. And that's why, that's why I make the rules. I want to make rules like less, because I don't want to make the gates easy, right? I want the gates to be stupid, not too stupid. Like most of these weren't too crazy, but they would be like to a regular rig. All of these gates would be absolutely stupid to bring, like a normally modified Gladiator. It would just not be very fun. Most of the gates would be impossible. You would just be winching the whole time, and if you really like winching, that's great. It's kind of cool, a couple times, but after a couple times, to me, it gets really old. And if you don't know how to winch, and if you don't have a buddy that's doing it, that knows exactly how to winch and how to listen to you and do what you want and what you need, meaning basically a great spotter, dude, it's really, really hard. So it's something to like practice, but like, it's not something I want to film, dude. It's those runs would take forever, dude. Like, and I would much rather just get a sporty, let's go play on the rocks, man, and do some savage things. That's way more fun to me. Just have something that can actually do something fun, do something cool. Like, show me something cool, dude. Like, run it up there. Let me see 90 degrees. Can you put it on 90? And absolutely you can. I got a video. When it wasn't greasy and the mountain wasn't slippery. I did it. I just sent it to buddies. I wasn't filming on a CR18P. It was my last drive of the night last night, and I just wanted to come cruise and play for a minute. And literally, dude, the thing was standing vertically with hanging one tire, just waving it in the air, and I saved it on camera, dude. It was so dope. But and yeah, dude, I was out driving at 11:30 at night, and if you want to know how do you get good at driving, well, dude, you drive all the time. Think about this crap all the time. Go back, film your run, and go back and watch it. How about that? That's what I do. How did I get to be good? I film my runs and I watch them, right? Not only I watch them when I edit, I watch them when I narrate, and then I also watch them again when I go back and listen to the video and make sure everything works right. And I don't always watch everything again, unless it's just super awesome footage, which hopefully always is, but I don't usually have 40 minutes to sit and watch the video again after doing it all, living it, editing it, narrating it and watching it once. I don't need to watch it again.
And I think that the flood.
So, but I do listen to
phone
myself a lot of times.
to
I like
save
to listen to
money,
myself.
and also helps with your
I'd
white
like to hear
balance,
myself talk.
and I think
No,
it
but I do try to
performs
listen
great.
to myself,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
it helps make, just like right now, stuttering and saying, it
Well, I'm
helps
just
me
talking
to
about
make,
as a setup to use
unconscious
the phones in the
corrections
back, so you're
when I
saving
do go back and
money.
talk again in the future,
And also
so
it will help with your
it's like
weight balance.
practicing, you just listen back to yourself and you're like, okay, you can do this better, you can say this better, rip till you flip, homie.